Welcome, dear viewers, to our special corner of tranquility here on our YouTube channel. Today, we have a captivating story in store for you, designed to whisk you away to a world of relaxation and lull you into a peaceful slumber. So, whether you're seeking a moment of calm or simply looking to unwind after a long day, we invite you to join us on this soothing journey. Take a moment to settle in and find a cozy spot where you can truly let go. Allow the worries of the day to fade away as we embark on this storytelling adventure together. Feel free to adjust your position, ensuring you are at ease and ready to embrace the tranquility that awaits. As we begin, close your eyes and let your imagination take flight. Picture yourself in a peaceful haven, far away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Imagine a place where stress melts away and your mind becomes a canvas for serenity. Breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with revitalizing air, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension that may linger within. With each breath, allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation, feeling the weight of the world gently lift from your shoulders. Now, as you find yourself enveloped in this cocoon of tranquility, I invite you to open your mind and heart to the story that unfolds. Let the words wash over you like a gentle lullaby, soothing your thoughts and lulling you into a state of deep relaxation. As the tale unfolds, let your mind wander and lose itself in the enchanting narrative. Feel the stress and worries of the day melt away, replaced by a sense of peacefulness and contentment. Allow yourself to surrender to the soothing rhythms of the story as it carries you to a place of deep rest and tranquility. As we near the end of our time together, let your eyelids grow heavy and your body sink further into relaxation. Embrace the gentle embrace of sleep, knowing that you are safe and at peace in this moment. Thank you for joining us on this journey of relaxation and serenity. We hope that you found solace in this storytelling experience and that it leaves you feeling rejuvenated and ready for a restful night's sleep. Until we meet again, may your dreams be filled with tranquility and beauty. Good night, dear viewers. Chapter 1: The Awakening. In the quaint village of Havenbrook, nestled among rolling hills and peaceful meadows, life followed a predictable rhythm. The villagers went about their daily routines, unaware of the extraordinary events that were about to unfold. Among them was a young girl named Emily, whose life was about to take an unexpected turn. Emily was an ordinary girl with an extraordinary curiosity. She possessed a natural affinity for exploration and a yearning to uncover the mysteries that lay beyond the village's borders. Her days were spent wandering through the dense forests that surrounded Havenbrook, immersing herself in the beauty of nature and imagining the adventures that awaited her. One fateful day, as Emily ventured deeper into the woods than ever before, she stumbled upon a hidden clearing. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone pedestal, adorned with intricate carvings that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. Curiosity overcame caution, and Emily approached the pedestal, her fingers tracing the weathered patterns. As her hand grazed a particular symbol, a surge of energy coursed through her veins. Her heart raced, and a tingling sensation spread throughout her body. A blinding light enveloped her, momentarily obscuring her vision. When the light subsided, Emily found herself standing in the same clearing, but something had changed. A newfound power pulsed within her, like a dormant flame suddenly ignited. She could feel the elemental energy coursing through her, connecting her to the very fabric of the world. It was a revelation that left her both exhilarated and bewildered. Overwhelmed by the intensity of her experience, Emily made her way back to Havenbrook, uncertain of what had transpired or the implications it held for her future. She confided in her closest friend, Marcus, who listened with a mixture of awe and concern. Together, they pondered the significance of the pedestal and the sudden surge of power that had awakened within Emily. Word of Emily's transformation quickly spread throughout the village, capturing the attention of the village elder, Master Kalin. A wise and enigmatic figure, Master Kalin was renowned for his knowledge of ancient lore and the mysteries of the world. Sensing a greater purpose behind Emily's awakening, he approached her with a proposition. "Emily," Master Kalin began, his voice filled with a quiet determination, "what you have experienced is no mere coincidence. It is a sign, a calling to something greater. You possess a power that has lain dormant for centuries, waiting for the right person to wield it. I believe you are that person." Emily's eyes widened with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. She had always yearned for adventure and the chance to make a difference, but the weight of this newfound responsibility was not lost on her. She knew that accepting this path would forever change the course of her life. With Master Kalin's guidance, Emily embarked on a journey of self-discovery and training. She learned to harness the elemental energies that now flowed through her, honing her abilities and discovering new depths to her power. Alongside Marcus, who had become her steadfast companion, Emily delved into the ancient texts and teachings of the Order of the Enlightened, the secret organization dedicated to safeguarding the world from darkness. As Emily's training progressed, she began to understand the true nature of her power. She was not simply a wielder of elemental energy, but a beacon of hope in a world threatened by encroaching shadows. The awakening of her abilities was not a coincidence, but a part of a greater plan, a destiny she was meant to fulfill. And so, in the humble village of Havenbrook, a young girl named Emily embarked on a journey that would shape the fate of the world. With her newfound powers and the guidance of the Order of the Enlightened, she would face formidable challenges, forge unbreakable bonds, and ultimately become the hero she was destined to be. Little did Emily know, her awakening was just the beginning, the spark that would ignite a grand adventure beyond her wildest dreams. The path ahead was treacherous, but with her determination and the support of those who believed in her, Emily was ready to embrace her destiny and step into a world filled with magic, danger, and the promise of a brighter future. Chapter 2: The Call to Adventure. The village of Havenbrook bustled with activity as the warm rays of the sun bathed the quaint streets in a golden glow. The air was tinged with a sense of anticipation, as if the very atmosphere held the promise of something extraordinary. It was on this seemingly ordinary day that the winds of fate began to stir, carrying with them the whispers of a grand adventure. Word had spread like wildfire throughout Havenbrook of a visitor who had arrived under mysterious circumstances. His name was Ethan Drake, a legendary figure with a reputation for delving into the deepest corners of the world in search of ancient treasures and lost civilizations. His rugged visage and piercing gaze seemed to hold a wealth of untold stories, captivating the imaginations of all who crossed his path. Ethan's arrival in Havenbrook was no mere coincidence. It was driven by a quest for a fabled artifact said to be hidden deep within the nearby enchanted forest. The townsfolk, ever hungry for excitement and yearning for a taste of the unknown, gathered in the town square, their eyes filled with curiosity and wonder. Emily, a young woman of unyielding spirit and a heart brimming with untapped potential, felt an undeniable pull towards the commotion. Her footsteps quickened as she joined the crowd, her eyes fixed on the enigmatic figure who stood at the center of attention. There was an air of mystery that surrounded Ethan, an aura that whispered of hidden secrets and untold wonders. As the crowd hushed, Ethan's voice rose, carrying his words on the wings of anticipation. He spoke of a legendary artifact known as the Orb of Eternity, a relic said to possess unimaginable power and grant its wielder unparalleled abilities. The tales he wove were like threads of magic, weaving dreams of adventure and igniting the dormant flames of wanderlust in the hearts of those who listened. Emily felt her heart race with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Her eyes widened as she imagined herself standing at the threshold of a world filled with untold wonders and unimaginable possibilities. The mundane routines of village life suddenly seemed dull and lackluster compared to the allure of the great unknown. As Ethan's stories came to a close, the crowd erupted into a cacophony of murmurs and whispers. The air crackled with anticipation, as if the village itself held its breath, waiting for the next move. Emily's gaze never wavered from Ethan, her heart pounding in her chest. It was in that moment that she knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that she was meant to be a part of this grand adventure. With a resolute step forward, Emily approached Ethan, her voice steady and filled with determination. "Sir Drake," she called out, her voice carrying above the buzz of the crowd. "I wish to join you on your quest. I yearn for adventure and seek to uncover the mysteries that lie beyond the borders of this village." Ethan turned his gaze towards Emily, his eyes studying her with a mix of surprise and intrigue. He saw the fire that burned within her, the unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and the untapped potential that lay dormant. A small smile crept across his weathered face as he nodded in acknowledgement. "You possess a spirit of bravery and curiosity, young one," Ethan replied, his voice carrying a hint of admiration. "But make no mistake, this is no ordinary undertaking. The enchanted forest is a place of wonder and danger, where the line between reality and myth blurs. Are you truly prepared for the trials and tribulations that await?" Emily's resolve solidified as she met Ethan's gaze head-on. "I may be young, but I am ready to face the unknown. I have a thirst for knowledge that cannot be quelled and a burning desire to protect and save those in need. Please allow me the honor of accompanying you on this adventure." Ethan's scrutiny softened, a glimmer of respect shining in his eyes. "Very well, Emily," he said, his voice carrying the weight of a solemn promise. "If you are willing to face the challenges that lie ahead and prove your mettle, I shall accept you as my apprentice. But remember, this path we tread is no ordinary one. It will test your courage, push your limits, and demand unwavering trust in one another." A surge of exhilaration coursed through Emily as she realized that her dream of embarking on a grand adventure was about to become a reality. She knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger and uncertainty, but she was prepared to face whatever trials awaited her. With Ethan as her guide and mentor, she would learn the art of survival, uncover hidden secrets, and perhaps even find the fabled orb of eternity. Days turned into a whirlwind of preparation as Emily bid farewell to her family and friends, assuring them that she would return one day with tales of her exploits. She gathered supplies, packed her belongings, and mentally steeled herself for the journey that lay ahead. Excitement and nervous energy coursed through her veins as she anticipated the adventures that awaited her. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village of Havenbrook, Emily found herself standing at the outskirts of town, her gaze fixed on the dense foliage of the enchanted forest. Ethan stood beside her, a pillar of strength and experience, his eyes filled with a mixture of caution and anticipation. "This is it," Ethan said, his voice low and steady. "Once we step into the enchanted forest, there is no turning back. Are you truly ready for what lies ahead?" Emily's heart swelled with determination as she nodded, her voice filled with unwavering resolve. "I am ready, Ethan. Ready to face the unknown, ready to embrace the challenges, and ready to discover the secrets that have been hidden away for centuries. Together we will venture into the depths of the enchanted forest, and nothing will stand in our way." With those words, Emily and Ethan took their first steps into the enchanted forest, their journey unfolding like the turning of a page in a great story. The forest enveloped them in its embrace, its ancient trees whispering secrets as they walked deeper into its heart. The path ahead was treacherous, with winding trails and hidden perils lurking around every corner. Emily's senses were heightened, her every step cautious yet filled with an unyielding determination. She felt a surge of gratitude for Ethan's guidance, his experience proving invaluable as he led the way through the dense undergrowth. Days turned into weeks, each passing moment a testament to Emily's growing resilience and unwavering spirit. She learned to navigate the forest, honing her survival skills and expanding her knowledge of the natural world. Together, Emily and Ethan encountered fantastical creatures, witnessed breathtaking vistas, and faced trials that tested their resolve. But it was during those moments of quiet solitude, when the crackling campfire cast dancing shadows on their faces, that Emily truly understood the magnitude of their quest. Through conversations filled with wisdom and tales of past adventures, Ethan imparted his knowledge to Emily, nurturing her growth as an adventurer and a person. As they ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, the presence of the Orb of Eternity grew stronger, its allure weaving a spell around Emily's heart. She could feel its power, its energy pulsating through the very fabric of the forest. With each passing day, the desire to uncover the relic intensified, driving her forward with an unwavering determination. Yet, as Emily delved deeper into the mysteries of the enchanted forest, she couldn't help but sense a darkness lurking beneath its ethereal beauty. Whispers of ancient curses and the guardians that protected the Orb of Eternity reached her ears, warning her of the perils that awaited. It became clear that their journey would not be without its share of sacrifices and difficult choices. With each passing chapter of their adventure, Emily grew more confident in her abilities. She embraced the challenges that came her way, facing them head-on with unwavering courage. The bond between her and Ethan deepened, their partnership evolving into something akin to family. Together, they navigated the twists and turns of fate, their destinies intertwined. And so, as Emily and Ethan pressed forward, the enchanted forest revealed its secrets, one by one. Ancient ruins held fragments of forgotten history, magical creatures imparted wisdom, and riddles led them closer to their ultimate goal. The journey was arduous, filled with moments of despair and triumph, but through it all, Emily's spirit burned bright, fueled by the knowledge that she was destined for greatness. As the chapters of their grand adventure unfolded, Emily and Ethan stood on the precipice of their destiny. The orb of eternity beckoned, its power calling out to them from the heart of the enchanted forest. With just a few more steps, their quest would reach its climax, and the fate of the world would hang in the balance. And so, with hearts filled with determination and minds brimming with possibilities, Emily and Ethan pressed onward, ready to face the final challenges that awaited them. Chapter 3: Trials and Tribulations. The sun rose over the horizon, casting a warm glow on the enchanted forest. Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara gathered beneath the towering ancient oak tree, their faces filled with determination. They had come a long way since their encounter with the dark sorcerer, Malachar, but their journey was far from over. Rowan, his voice steady, addressed the group. "My friends, we have faced many challenges together, but now we must confront the trials that lie ahead. The path to preserving the enchanted forest will not be easy, but I believe in our strength and our unity." Ethan nodded, his eyes filled with determination. "Indeed, Rowan. We must prove ourselves worthy of this task. The trials will test our abilities, our resolve, and our commitment to the protection of this realm. But we will face them head on." Alara, her voice filled with wisdom, added, "The trials will not only test our individual skills, but also our ability to work together as a team. We must trust one another, communicate openly, and support each other through the challenges that await." Emily, the youngest of the group, but no less determined, stepped forward. "I know we can overcome anything that comes our way. We have each other, and with that, we are unstoppable. Let us face these trials with courage and unwavering faith in ourselves." As they set off into the heart of the enchanted forest, the first trial awaited them, the trial of elements, a test of their connection with the natural forces that governed the realm. They entered a clearing surrounded by the whispering trees and the gentle rustling of leaves. A voice echoed through the clearing, ethereal and commanding. "To prove your worth, you must harness the power of the elements and demonstrate your mastery." Ethan stepped forward, his staff held high. "I have spent years studying the ancient texts of elemental magic. I am ready to face this trial." A surge of energy filled the clearing as Ethan summoned a mighty gust of wind, swirling around him with precision and grace. He controlled the winds, shaping them into a protective shield that surrounded his friends. Rowan, with his deep connection to the earth, commanded the ground to tremble beneath his feet, creating a web of roots that entangled their opponents. He used his powers to manipulate the earth, shaping it to his will. Alara, the healer, channeled the power of water, summoning a gentle rain that soothed their wounds and revitalized their spirits. She used her gift to cleanse and purify the area, creating an aura of tranquility. Emily, with her innate affinity for fire, conjured flames that danced and flickered around her. She commanded the fire, controlling its intensity and using it to light the path ahead. As the trial came to an end, the voice spoke once more, filled with approval. You have demonstrated your mastery over the elements. Your connection to the enchanted forest is strong. The second trial awaited them deeper within the forest, the trial of courage. They entered a dense thicket where shadows danced and whispers of fear filled the air. The sound of growls and snarls echoed through the trees. Emily tightened her grip on her wand, her voice steady. We must face our fears head on. We must find the courage within ourselves to overcome any obstacle. They pressed forward, their hearts pounding in their chests. Suddenly, they found themselves face to face with a pack of fierce and menacing creatures. Each of them summoned their inner strength, ready to defend themselves. Ethan, with his unwavering resolve, stood tall and conjured a shield to protect his friends. He faced the creatures head-on, his voice booming with authority. Rowan, fueled by his love for the enchanted forest, called upon the creatures of the forest to aid them. With a wave of his hand, he communicated with the animals, forming an alliance that would ensure their safety. Ilara, driven by her compassion, used her healing energy to calm the creatures, soothing their aggression and transforming their hostility into curiosity and trust. Emily, with her fiery spirit, unleashed a burst of flames, creating a ring of fire that kept the creatures at bay. She faced them with confidence, her voice filled with determination. As the creatures retreated into the depths of the forest, the voice emerged once more, filled with admiration. You have faced your fears with courage and prevailed. Your strength and determination will guide you through the trials that lie ahead. The trials continued, each one more challenging than the last. They faced the trial of wisdom, where they had to solve riddles and puzzles to prove their knowledge. The trial of sacrifice, where they had to make difficult choices for the greater good. And the trial of unity, where they had to work together seamlessly to overcome obstacles. Through each trial, they grew stronger and more connected. They learned to rely on each other's strengths, to trust in their abilities, and to persevere even in the face of adversity. Their bond as a team deepened, and they became a force to be reckoned with. Finally, after days of grueling trials, they reached the final challenge, the trial of the heart. They entered a mystical chamber, bathed in a soft golden light. In the center stood a pedestal, upon which rested a crystal orb. Emily approached the pedestal, her heart pounding. She reached out and gently picked up the orb, feeling a surge of energy course through her. The voice spoke again, gentle and filled with wisdom. To complete your trials, you must prove that your intentions are pure, that your hearts are aligned with the greater good of the enchanted forest. Emily closed her eyes, her mind flooded with memories of their journey, the battles they fought, and the sacrifices they made. She felt the love and dedication that had guided them through it all. With a deep breath, she opened her eyes and looked at her friends. Our intentions are pure. Our hearts beat as one, united in the mission to protect and preserve the enchanted forest. As if in response, a beam of light shot forth from the orb, enveloping each of them in a warm embrace. They felt a surge of power and a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that they had successfully completed the trials. The voice spoke one final time, filled with pride. You have proven yourselves worthy. The fate of the enchanted forest rests in your capable hands. As they stepped out of the chamber, a renewed sense of purpose filled their hearts. They knew that their journey had only just begun, and that there would be more challenges and trials ahead. But with their unwavering determination, their deep bond, and the lessons they had learned, they were ready to face whatever lay in store. Together, they would protect the enchanted forest, ensuring that its magic and beauty endured for generations to come. Trials and tribulations were merely stepping stones on their path towards a brighter future where harmony and love would reign supreme. And so, with heads held high and hearts ablaze with passion, Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara ventured forth into the unknown, ready to face the next chapter of their extraordinary journey. Chapter 4: Shadows of the Past. As Emily and Ethan continued their perilous journey through the enchanted forest, they found themselves confronted by the haunting shadows of the past. These elusive figures seemed to lurk in the corners of their vision, whispering echoes of long-forgotten memories. The forest itself seemed to shudder in their presence, as if burdened by the weight of the secrets they held. The shadows of the past were enigmatic beings, existing in a realm between light and darkness. They were the remnants of forgotten souls, trapped in a perpetual state of torment and longing. Emily and Ethan knew that if they were to uncover the truth and restore balance to the forest, they would have to confront these spectral entities head-on. Guided by their unwavering resolve, Emily and Ethan delved deeper into the heart of the forest, following the faint echoes of the shadows. The air grew heavy with anticipation as they entered a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. The shadows materialized before them, their forms flickering like candle flames. Emily's heart raced as she stared into the depths of their hollow eyes. Fear and curiosity battled within her, but her determination to uncover the truth pushed her forward. Ethan stood by her side, his presence a reassuring anchor in the face of the unknown. The shadows spoke in hushed whispers, their voices filled with sorrow and regret. They revealed fragments of their past lives, sharing glimpses of the choices and mistakes that had led them to their current state. Each story was a haunting echo of the human experience, a reminder of the fragility of life and the consequences of our actions. Emily and Ethan listened intently, their hearts heavy with empathy. They realized that the shadows were not merely specters to be feared, but lost souls seeking redemption. They yearned for closure, for someone to acknowledge their pain and help them find peace. With compassion in their hearts, Emily and Ethan vowed to assist the shadows in their quest for solace. They understood that by helping these forgotten spirits find resolution, they would also uncover vital clues about the secrets of the enchanted forest and their own destinies. The first shadow they encountered was a tormented soul named Amelia. She appeared as a young woman, her ethereal figure swaying with an otherworldly grace. Amelia's story unfolded like a tragic melody, revealing a life filled with unfulfilled dreams and missed opportunities. Amelia had once been a talented musician, her melodies capable of stirring the deepest emotions within those who listened. But her gift had been overshadowed by self-doubt and fear, and she had never shared her music with the world. In death, her unfinished symphony had become a haunting refrain, echoing through the forest. Emily, herself a lover of music, felt an immediate connection with Amelia's plight. She understood the pain of unfulfilled potential, the burden of untold stories. With Ethan's encouragement, Emily took up her violin and played a haunting melody, filling the clearing with her heartfelt music. Amelia's ethereal form shimmered, her eyes filled with a mixture of sadness and gratitude. The music had touched her soul, providing the closure she had long sought. With a final bow, Amelia's form dissipated, merging with the forest and becoming one with its ancient wisdom. Encouraged by their success, Emily and Ethan continued their quest to aid the shadows of the past. Each encounter brought forth a new story, a new opportunity for redemption. They encountered a restless warrior, haunted by the lives he had taken in battle. They met a lost child, trapped in a vortex of fear and abandonment. With each interaction, Emily and Ethan learned more about themselves and the world they inhabited. They discovered that the enchanted forest was not just a physical place, but a reflection of the human experience. It held the memories and regrets of those who had come before, a testament to the interconnectedness of all life. As the shadow stories unfolded, a pattern began to emerge. The forest itself seemed to be seeking resolution, a way to heal the wounds of the past and restore balance. The shadows were not just random apparitions, but pieces of a larger puzzle, fragments of a forgotten history that held the key to unlocking the forest's secrets. Emily and Ethan realized that their journey was not only about personal growth, but also about the greater good. They had been chosen to be the catalysts of change, the ones who would bring light to the darkness and restore harmony to the enchanted forest. Their connection to the shadows was not a mere coincidence, but a part of a grand design. Emily and Ethan stood on the precipice of a revelation. They had come face to face with the shadows of the past, delving into the depths of human emotion and confronting the haunting echoes of history. The forest had tested their empathy, their capacity for understanding, and their ability to forge a path of redemption. Armed with newfound knowledge and a sense of purpose, Emily and Ethan pressed on, determined to unravel the mysteries that still lay ahead. The shadows of the past had given them a glimpse into the interconnectedness of their world, and their journey had taken on a deeper significance. Chapter 5, Allies and Betrayal. Emily and Ethan found themselves navigating a treacherous path through the enchanted forest. The air crackled with tension as they cautiously made their way, their senses heightened by the looming presence of potential allies and hidden dangers. As they ventured deeper into the forest, Emily and Ethan stumbled upon a clearing where an unexpected encounter awaited them. A figure emerged from the shadows, clad in a cloak of deep green and adorned with intricate symbols. It was Arwen, a powerful sorceress known for her knowledge of the enchanted forest's secrets. Arwen's piercing blue eyes bore into Emily and Ethan, as if searching their souls for signs of sincerity. With a voice as smooth as a whispering breeze, she spoke of the ancient magic that flowed through the forest and the delicate balance that must be maintained. She offered her assistance, but her motives remained shrouded in mystery. Emily and Ethan were wary, knowing that trust could be a double-edged sword. They had learned from their previous encounters that not everyone was as they seemed. The forest had taught them the importance of discernment and the consequences of misplaced trust. As they considered Arwen's offer, another figure emerged from the shadows. It was Rowan, a rugged and enigmatic hunter with a deep connection to the forest and its inhabitants. His presence brought a sense of grounding to the situation, his steady gaze offering a silent reassurance. Rowan shared tales of his encounters with the forest's creatures, his knowledge of their habits and behaviors. He had spent years observing and understanding the delicate intricacies of this mystical realm. His wisdom and experience were evident, and Emily and Ethan found themselves drawn to his authenticity. Arwen and Rowan stood before them, representatives of two different paths. Arwen, with her mystical powers and cryptic demeanor, offered the allure of hidden knowledge and untapped potential. Rowan, with his grounded nature and intimate connection to the forest, represented the strength of loyalty and the power of genuine companionship. Emily and Ethan were faced with a choice, a decision that could alter the course of their journey. They knew that allies were crucial in their quest to restore balance to the enchanted forest, but they also knew the risks of misplaced trust. They had to weigh the potential rewards against the inherent dangers. In their hearts, Emily and Ethan felt drawn to Rowan. His honesty and unwavering loyalty resonated with their own values and instincts. They sensed that his presence would provide a solid foundation for the challenges that lay ahead. With a shared look of understanding and determination, they made their choice. Arwen, though disappointed, understood their decision. She vanished into the shadows, leaving behind an air of mystique and unanswered questions. Her presence had sparked a curiosity within Emily and Ethan, but they knew that their path was with Rowan, their newfound ally. Together, Emily, Ethan, and Rowan forged ahead, their steps guided by a sense of purpose and unity. The forest seemed to respond to their collective energy, revealing hidden paths and offering them glimpses of its ancient wisdom. As they journeyed deeper into the enchanted forest, they encountered various challenges and obstacles. The forest tested their resolve, their trust in one another, and their ability to adapt. But with Rowan by their side, they faced each trial with unwavering determination. However, as they neared the heart of the forest, a sense of unease began to settle upon them. Whispers of betrayal filled the air, like echoes from forgotten tales. Emily, Ethan, and Rowan knew that they were being watched, that their unity and purpose had drawn the attention of those who sought to disrupt the delicate balance they sought to restore. In the midst of their journey, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was Alara, a once trusted companion who had been swayed by the allure of power and dark magic. Alara's eyes gleamed with a malevolence that sent a chill down Emily's spine. Alara revealed her true allegiance, aligning herself with the forces of darkness that sought to plunge the enchanted forest into chaos. She taunted Emily, Ethan, and Rowan, relishing in their shock and disbelief. Her betrayal cut deep, for she had once been a friend, a confidant. Emily's heart sank, but she refused to let despair consume her. She had learned too much from the shadows of the past to succumb to the darkness. With renewed determination, she and Ethan stood side by side, ready to face the challenge that lay before them. Rowan, his face etched with a mixture of anger and determination, stepped forward. He had seen the signs of Alara's growing darkness, but he had hoped that she would choose a different path. Now he was prepared to face the consequences of her betrayal. In the ensuing battle, the forest seemed to hold its breath, observing the clash of light and dark betrayal and loyalty. Emily, Ethan, and Rowan fought with every ounce of strength they possessed, their unity serving as a shield against Alara's treachery. Spells were cast, weapons clashed, and the air crackled with magic. The forest itself seemed to lend its support, the very trees whispering ancient incantations, and the wind carrying their words of encouragement. But Alara was a formidable adversary, her dark powers fueled by her newfound alliance with the forces of chaos. As the battle raged on, Emily's mind raced with thoughts of how Alara had fallen so far. She remembered the times they had shared, the laughter and camaraderie that had once defined their friendship. But somewhere along the way, Alara had been seduced by the allure of power, and now she stood as an enemy. Emily's heart ached at the sight of Alara's twisted transformation. Gone was the friend she had known, replaced by a vessel of darkness. It was a stark reminder of the consequences of succumbing to the shadows within oneself. But Emily refused to let despair cloud her judgment. She knew that they had come too far to give up now. With a surge of determination, she called upon her inner strength, drawing upon the lessons learned from their previous encounters. She focused on the power of unity and the importance of staying true to oneself. Ethan fought with a fierce resolve, his sword slicing through the air with precision. He had always been the steady force, the calm in the storm, and now he channeled that steadiness into his every move, his determination unyielding. Rowan, too, unleashed his fury upon Alara, his hunter's instincts honed by years of navigating the enchanted forest. His arrows found their mark, striking true and weakening the dark magic that coursed through Alara's veins. The battle reached its climax as Emily, Ethan, and Rowan launched a final assault against Alara. Their combined strength and unwavering resolve proved to be a formidable match for Alara's darkness. With a burst of light, the spell that had ensnared Alara was broken, revealing the flicker of remorse in her eyes. As the darkness dissipated, Alara fell to her knees, her body exhausted and broken. Emily approached her cautiously, her heart heavy with a mix of sadness and forgiveness. She understood the allure of power, the temptation to let the shadows consume one's soul. And in that moment, she saw the remnants of the friend she had once known. Alara's voice trembled as she apologized for her actions, her words tinged with regret. She had been blinded by the promise of power, but now, in the face of defeat, she realized the true cost of her choices. Emily, Ethan, and Rowan listened, their hearts open to the possibility of redemption. With a newfound understanding, Emily extended a hand to Alara, offering her a chance at redemption. Alara hesitated, her eyes filled with uncertainty, but she ultimately reached out and grasped Emily's hand. It was a small gesture, a glimmer of hope in the aftermath of chaos. Together, Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara stood amidst the echoes of their battle, their paths forever entwined by the choices they had made. They knew that their journey was far from over, that more challenges awaited them in the enchanted forest. But with their unity stronger than ever, they faced the future with renewed determination. Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara continued their journey, their steps guided by the lessons learned from allies and betrayal. The enchanted forest still held many secrets, and they were determined to uncover them, to restore balance and harmony to a realm teetering on the edge of darkness. Little did they know, their paths would soon intersect with the guardians of the forest, ancient beings who held the key to to unlocking the true power within. The shadows of the past would continue to haunt them, but they were prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that their unity and unwavering resolve would be their greatest weapon. Chapter 6: The Final Showdown. Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara found themselves standing on the precipice of destiny. The echoes of their previous battles still lingered in the air as they prepared to face their ultimate challenge, the confrontation with the source of darkness that had plagued the enchanted forest. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, the air grew heavy with an ominous energy. The trees whispered ancient incantations, their branches reaching out as if to guide the group toward their destiny. Emily felt a surge of determination coursing through her veins, a fire burning brightly within her soul. The path ahead was treacherous, winding through dense undergrowth and shadowed groves. The forest seemed to be testing their resolve, seeking to weed out the faint of heart. But Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara pressed on, their unity serving as a shield against the encroaching darkness. Finally, they arrived at the clearing where the final confrontation was to take place. The ground crackled with a malevolent energy, the air thick with anticipation. A figure emerged from the shadows, a being of pure darkness, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. It was the embodiment of the darkness that had plagued the enchanted forest, a creature known as Malakar, a being of immense power and malevolence. Malakar's presence sent shivers down their spines, but they stood firm, refusing to succumb to fear. With a voice that echoed through the clearing, Malakar taunted them, relishing in their defiance. He spoke of his desire for chaos and destruction, his intention to plunge the enchanted forest into eternal darkness. But Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara knew that they had a duty to protect the forest and its inhabitants, and they would not waver. The battle that ensued was a symphony of magic and steel. Spells were cast, arrows flew, and swords clashed against the dark armor of Malakar. Each member of the group fought with a fierce determination, their hearts fueled by the knowledge that the fate of the enchanted forest rested on their shoulders. Emily, her powers growing stronger with each passing moment, unleashed waves of light that illuminated the darkness, forcing Malakar to retreat. Ethan, with his unwavering focus and precision, struck at the creature's weak points, exploiting its vulnerabilities. Rowan, drawing upon his deep connection to the forest, commanded the very elements to aid their cause. The wind howled, the earth shook, and the trees themselves seemed to bend to his will, joining the battle against the forces of darkness. Alara, with her newfound understanding and redemption, fought alongside her newfound allies, her magic intertwining with theirs. Her spells danced with an elegance born of years spent in darkness, now channeled toward the light. But Malakar was a formidable foe, his power seemingly boundless. With each attack, he absorbed the energy thrown at him, growing stronger and more relentless. His dark magic surged through the clearing, threatening to consume everything in its path. As the battle raged on, doubts began to creep into the minds of Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara. The weight of their mission, the enormity of the darkness they faced, threatened to overwhelm them. But in their darkest moments, a spark of hope ignited within their hearts. They remembered the lessons they had learned throughout their journey, the power of unity, the strength of their convictions, and the importance of staying true to oneself. With renewed determination, they channeled their collective energy into one final assault. Emily, her eyes ablaze with determination, called upon the deepest reserves of her power. She summoned a blinding light that radiated from within her, engulfing the clearing in a brilliant display of pure energy. The intensity of her light threatened to consume Malachar, to banish the darkness once and for all. Ethan, realizing the crucial role he played, focused his energies on protecting his companions. With swift and precise movements, he deflected Malachar's attacks, shielding his friends from harm. His unwavering loyalty fortified their resolve, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Rowan, drawing upon the ancient wisdom of the forest, tapped into the wellspring of nature's power. He called upon the guardians of the enchanted forest, the spirits that dwelled within its depths. They answered his call, lending their strength and guidance to the battle. Elara, with her newfound redemption, channeled her magic into a spell of binding. She weaved intricate patterns in the air, trapping Malachar within a web of her creation. Her actions bought her allies precious moments to regroup and strike with renewed vigor. And so, with their combined efforts, Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Elara launched their final assault on Malachar. Their determination and unity were a force to be reckoned with, and as they fought, their powers grew stronger. The clearing became a battleground of light and darkness, each side vying for supremacy. With one final surge of energy, Emily unleashed a burst of light so powerful that it shattered through Malachar's defenses. The force of the impact sent him sprawling to the ground, weakened and vulnerable. Sensing victory within their grasp, the group pressed their advantage. Ethan, his sword gleaming in the sunlight, struck the final blow. With a swift and decisive strike, he pierced through Malachar's dark armor, vanquishing the embodiment of darkness once and for all. The forest seemed to sigh in relief as the malevolent presence dissipated, leaving only echoes in its wake. As the group stood amidst the aftermath of the battle, a sense of peace washed over them. The enchanted forest seemed to rejoice, its colors vibrant and alive once more. The creatures of the forest emerged from their hiding places, their eyes shining with gratitude. Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Elara exchanged smiles, their bond forged through their shared experiences and triumphs. They had faced their darkest fears and emerged victorious, not just as individuals, but as a united force against the forces of darkness. Their journey through the enchanted forest had come to an end, but their story was far from over. They had become heroes, the saviors of their realm, and their names would be whispered in reverence for generations to come. Little did they know, however, that their victory was only the beginning. The enchanted forest still held many secrets, and new adventures awaited them. As they walked back through the forest, hand in hand, they knew that their story would continue, filled with magic, friendship, and the promise of a brighter future. Chapter 6 brought closure to their quest, but it also opened the door to new possibilities. The final showdown was just the first step in a much larger journey, one that would test their resolve, their friendships, and their beliefs. As they ventured back to their homes, they couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation. The enchanted forest had been saved, but there were other realms in need of their help. And so, with their hearts full of hope and their spirits ablaze with determination, they set off on a new adventure, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 6 marked the end of one chapter in their lives, but it was also the beginning of something greater. The final showdown had tested their mettle and solidified their bond, preparing them for the trials and tribulations that awaited them in the future. And so, as the sun set over the enchanted forest, Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara took their first steps into a new world of possibilities, ready to face whatever came their way. They had proven themselves to be heroes, and their story was just beginning. Chapter 7: Redemption and Rebirth. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the enchanted forest, Emily and Ethan walked side by side, contemplating the events that had led them to this moment of redemption and rebirth. Emily's heart still weighed heavy with guilt for her past actions. She had once been consumed by her desire for power, but now all she wanted was to make amends and bring healing to the forest she had once endangered. Ethan, too, carried the burden of his past. He had been manipulated by Malakar, his actions causing pain and suffering to those he cared for. But now he was determined to make things right. As they walked deeper into the forest, they came across a small clearing where a group of fairies and woodland creatures had gathered. The fairies flitted about, their wings sparkling in the fading light, while rabbits and squirrels hopped and scurried nearby. One fairy, named Luna, approached Emily and Ethan, her voice filled with both curiosity and caution. "What brings you here, humans? We remember the damage you caused in the past." Emily took a deep breath, her voice filled with sincerity. "Luna, I understand the pain we have caused. I am truly sorry for the harm I have brought upon your home. I promise to do everything in my power to make amends and restore the enchanted forest to its former glory." Luna's eyes softened and she nodded. "Words alone are not enough, Emily. We need to see actions that reflect your remorse." Ethan stepped forward, his voice filled with determination. "Luna, I too am sorry for the pain I have caused. I was blinded by Malakar's influence, but I have broken free from his grasp. I want to help heal the forest and make things right." Luna regarded Ethan with a mix of skepticism and hope. "Actions speak louder than words, young man. Show us that you are committed to this path of redemption." Emily and Ethan exchanged a determined glance before turning back to Luna. "We will do whatever it takes," Emily said. "We will help restore the habitats of the fairies, plant new trees, and protect the creatures of the enchanted forest." Luna's wings fluttered with a hint of excitement. "If you are truly committed, then we will give you a chance to prove yourselves. Follow us." The group moved deeper into the forest, guided by Luna and her fellow fairies. They came across a section of the forest where the trees had withered and the ground was barren. It was a stark reminder of the damage that had been done. Ethan knelt down and gently touched the soil, feeling its lifelessness. "We can bring life back to this place," he said, determined in his voice. Emily nodded, her eyes shining with determination. "Yes, we can. We will work tirelessly to restore this part of the forest, to bring back the beauty and vitality it once had." Days turned into weeks as Emily and Ethan, with the help of the fairies and woodland creatures, began the arduous task of rejuvenating the damaged area. They planted new saplings, nurtured the soil, and created a safe haven for the creatures that called the forest home. Slowly but surely, life began to return to the once barren land. Flowers bloomed, birds sang their melodies, and the forest teemed with renewed energy. As the final touches were made, Luna approached Emily and Ethan, a twinkle in her eyes. "You have done well," she said. "The enchanted forest is grateful for your efforts and your commitment to redemption." Emily and Ethan exchanged a smile, a sense of peace and fulfillment settling over them. They had found redemption in their actions, and through their journey, they had experienced their own rebirth. The chapter of redemption and rebirth had come to a close, but Emily and Ethan knew that their journey was far from over. They had learned valuable lessons about the power of forgiveness, the importance of taking responsibility for their actions, and the strength that comes from working together. With newfound purpose, they set off into the enchanted forest, ready to face the challenges that lay ahead and continue their quest to restore peace and harmony to the world they now held dear. Chapter 8. The Legacy Continues. The air was thick with anticipation as Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara gathered in the council chamber of the enchanted forest. They had successfully redeemed themselves and played a crucial role in saving their beloved realm from Malakar's clutches. Now, it was time to think about the future and how to ensure the lasting legacy of peace and harmony. As they settled into their seats, Rowan spoke up, his voice filled with determination. "We have come a long way, my friends. Our journey has been filled with challenges and triumphs, but our work is not yet done. We must consider how to preserve the newfound peace in the enchanted forest and protect it from any future threats." Ethan nodded, his eyes ablaze with purpose. "I agree, Rowan. We must ensure that the mistakes of the past are not repeated. We need to establish a system that will safeguard the enchanted forest and its inhabitants." Alara, ever the voice of reason, chimed in. "Perhaps we should form a council composed of representatives from each species in the forest. This council can work together to establish laws and regulations that govern our actions and protect the delicate balance of nature." Emily, thoughtful as always, added, "In addition to the council, we should also establish a school of magic. By educating young witches and wizards, we can pass down our knowledge and ensure the responsible use of magic. This will help prevent the misuse of power that led to our past mistakes." Rowan nodded approvingly. "A school of magic is an excellent idea, Emily. It will provide a platform for young magical beings to learn, grow, and contribute positively to the enchanted forest. We need to foster a sense of responsibility and respect for nature." As they discussed their plans, a voice echoed through the chamber. "You speak wise words, young ones." They turned to see an elderly fairy, her wings shimmering with wisdom and experience. It was Aura, the oldest fairy in the enchanted forest, known for her deep connection to the magic of the realm. Aura continued, her voice filled with warmth. "I have witnessed the rise and fall of many generations in this forest. Your ideas hold great promise for the future. But remember, true legacy lies not only in the structures you create, but in the hearts of those who inhabit this realm." Emily looked at Aura, her eyes filled with curiosity. "What do you mean, Aura?" how can we ensure that our legacy endures through the generations? Aura smiled kindly. It is through nurturing the values of respect, compassion, and harmony that your legacy will live on. Teach the young ones about the importance of these virtues and guide them to be caretakers of this forest. Lead by example and inspire them to be guardians of nature. Ethan spoke up, his voice filled with determination. We will do just that, Aura. We will pass on the lessons we have learned and instill a sense of responsibility in the future generations. The enchanted forest will thrive under their care. The council chamber was filled with a renewed sense of purpose and unity. They had a clear vision of how to continue their legacy and protect the enchanted forest for generations to come. As the meeting came to a close, they stepped out into the golden sunlight, ready to embark on their new mission. The legacy of peace and harmony would continue, carried forward by their unwavering dedication and the values they would instill in the hearts of those who followed. With each step they took, they knew that the enchanted forest was in safe hands. The legacy they had started would endure, shining like a beacon of hope and love in a world that so often carved darkness. And so Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara continued their journey, united in their purpose, and driven by the knowledge that the legacy they would leave behind would be one of unity, compassion, and the eternal magic of the enchanted forest. Chapter 9. Epilogue. A new beginning years had passed since the events that had shaped the lives of Emily, Ethan, Rowan, and Alara. The enchanted forest had thrived under their watchful eyes and the guidance of the council they had established. Peace and harmony had become the norm, and the legacy they had built stood strong. The council chamber was adorned with colorful flowers and shimmering crystals, a testament to the magic that had been restored to the forest. Emily, now the head witch of the enchanted forest, stood at the center of the room, surrounded by her friends. As the council members took their seats, Ethan, now a respected wizard, spoke first. Today marks a new beginning for the enchanted forest. We have come so far and achieved so much, thanks to the unity and dedication of everyone present. Rowan, now a renowned scholar of magical creatures, continued. Indeed, we have witnessed the rebirth of this forest, not just physically, but in the hearts of its inhabitants. The bond between the species has grown stronger, and the enchanted forest has become a true sanctuary. Alara, who had become a wise and revered healer, added, "Through our collective efforts, we have protected the delicate balance of nature. The creatures of the forest are flourishing, and the magic that flows through these lands is pure and vibrant." Emily stepped forward, her voice filled with gratitude and pride. "I am honored to have been a part of this journey, to have witnessed the transformation of the enchanted forest. But our work does not end here. We must continue to nurture this legacy and pass it on to future generations." As the council members nodded in agreement, a young fairy named Lily fluttered forward, her eyes shining with hope and excitement. "I am ready to learn, to carry forward the values and traditions that have made this forest so extraordinary." Emily smiled warmly at Lily. "You are the future, Lily. You and the other young beings of the enchanted forest will inherit this legacy. We trust in your abilities, your wisdom, and your dedication to protecting and preserving this realm." Lily's wings quivered with anticipation. I will do my best, Head Witch Emily. I will learn from your experiences and the lessons passed down through generations. Together, we will continue to protect this magical place. With that, the council chamber erupted in applause, the sound echoing through the forest as a celebration of the new beginning that awaited them all. The enchanted forest had entered a new chapter, one filled with hope, growth, and the promise of everlasting harmony. As the years unfolded, new challenges would arise, but the enchanted forest was prepared. Under the guidance of Emily, Ethan, Rowan, Alara, and the future generations, they would face these challenges with courage and unity. And so, the legacy of the enchanted forest continued, a testament to the power of redemption, the strength of friendship, and the everlasting magic that resided within the hearts of those who called it home. The forest would forever remain a beacon of light, a sanctuary where all beings, magical and non-magical, could find solace, peace, and a sense of belonging. As the sun set over the enchanted forest, casting a warm glow over the trees and the creatures that called it home, there was a sense of contentment in the air. The legacy had been secured, and a new beginning awaited them all. With hope in their hearts and magic in their veins, they stepped forward into the unknown, ready to embrace the future and protect the enchanted forest for all